Hey everyone, in this FIFA 23 how to use untradeable players video, I'm going to give you some ideas what you can do with the hordes of untradeable players that you get in the game. So to see whether a player is tradable or untradeable, if I have a little look at my squad here, some of these players are tradable, some are not. So some I have won, some I have not. So I've purchased them. So let's have a little look. So Rijkaard here, if I press the right stick, this shows me the player bio. And what you want to be looking at is just to the side of me there, it says trade status untradeable. And that means I cannot sell him. And you're like, but that's rubbish. In the case of Rijkaard, it's not rubbish because he's a good player, so I'm using him in the squad. But if we have a little look on clubs, I've hit right button or R1 on the PlayStation to go over to club. I have many players that could be tradable or untradeable. So let's have a little look at Cancelo here, right stick. And we can see trade status here, untradable again. So you're like, rubbish, he's not good enough to go into my team, but could I use him for anything? That's what we're going to look at. So what you want to be looking at for this is the squad building challenges side. So when you're on the home root menu, look at squad building challenges and also sometimes objectives. And I'm going to talk about the two different things why you might want to use them in these areas. So first of all, squad building challenges. So when you come into here, this is quite a scary place because there's so many challenges going on here, like you can see here, and all these tabs here up the top, we can see all different things. But what you're interested in is sometimes there may be a decent player up for grabs, like one of these. This is not good enough for my team, but let's say we wanted Jonathan Bamba, for example. So if we jump into here, this is where the squad building challenge sort of help can come from the untradeable players, because you can use your untradeable players for doing these squad building challenges. So for example, this one here, if I just hide my camera just a sec so you can read this, not that one, that one. You can see it says France players minimum 1 in your starting 11, team of the week players minimum 1 in your starting 11, overall rating minimum 82. And if we look on the right hand side, this particular squad building challenge would give me a small Electrum players pack as well. So you can often get some good cards in there. And it looks like that would be tradable as well. So I could use untradeable cards to get some tradable players doing this. This one, a mixed players pack. And you can see the information here. So I'm using the right stick, left and right to do it. So if you want to use this, we could have a little look and see whether I've got any French players. See, it only wants 1, but it says a minimum rating of 82. So let's have a little look at this and see what I can do. So I'll start from scratch. And obviously what you want to be doing here is only do these challenges really if you've got an excess of those cards. So the first thing I'm going to look at is I'm going to go over to club and see how many 82 and above players I've got that are untradeable. Now I normally sell my tradable ones anyway. So I can see I've got loads of 86 and 85s, and now we're coming to the 82. So let's count them out: 1, 2, and then we've got another 5 there. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've got just about, no, actually cancel that. I've got 9 because these two are not there. Now you can go above this to finish it. So you could go to 83s and stuff. And this is where you want to make an informed decision on whether you're interested in the reward for this pack or not. So what I'm going to do is have a little look at this challenge just to sort of bang home why this is good. So France players minimum 1 in your starting 11, team of the week players minimum 1 in my starting 11, overall rating minimum 82, and number of players in the squad 11. So it's got a few things that you need to do. Now, one thing I want to point out is you do not have to, in this case, fulfill anything on the chemistry requirements, just that team of the week. And the French players are minimum 1. So what we could look at is what's our weakest French player that's minimum 82. So I could hit the search button. For me, that's Y on the Xbox. That would be triangle on the PlayStation. And then I could have a little look in here and change my country to French, or France rather. Country to French, you get the idea. And then search. So that's Y for me again, or triangle. And this is showing me all my French players. And what I'm looking for is a French player that's a 82 rating. So we've got Payet here that will suit the bill. So I'll select him there. He's a centre attacking mid, so I'll put him in there. And you can see on the right-hand side, France players minimum 1 in the starting 11. So now we can go through all of the other ones and just make sure we hit that minimum rating of 82. So you can have a little look and see whether you've got a keeper rated 82. I haven't. So I could think, okay, I need some sort of player. Oh, sorry, actually, I may have. Let's reset this and see what comes up. So I'll change my position here. And yes, I do have plenty of, well, not plenty, but I have a few 82 rated keepers. So let's chuck in Lopez. And then the left back, again, the same sort of thing here. Now, obviously, you can fast forward this. Now, I don't have an 82 rated left back, so I'll chuck in Zivchenko. That means I need to use someone above 82 to finish this challenge. So we'll see who we've got, but I've not actually got a great deal of 82 players at all. So we're going to need to build this up to complete this challenge somewhere else. And I'm also going to look at the team of the week at the minute because I need to hit that requirement as well. So let's have a little look in the search, change my quality here to gold team of the week. And these are my players that will satisfy that. And the best one I've got that's not a loan, these are loans, is Lopez here. So I'll pop Lopez in for this guy. And then I'm going to need to up the ante a bit because I've got to beat this 82 rating. So we'll have a little look and see what else we've got. Let's reset that. And okay, we can do that one. And this one here, we'll chuck in Saka, he's 82. And then the left side, I'm going to put in an 86, which does seem excessive, but because I'm dropping on certain ones of these under 82, I need to put in someone who's a bit better. So I'll see whether I can replace that one and not lose an 86 ideally. But we'll put in an 83, and Nunes is 82, so we could do that. And you can see that will qualify just. So although we had some lower, we've done it here. So I'm just going to go with that. I don't really care that I'm losing an 86 because this is for video here. So we'll submit and we get that small Electrum Players pack. So let's go and have a little look at that and see whether that is going to solve our problems on actually getting some money or some tradable coins with those untradeable players that we traded in. So here we go. Martinez is the best one that we've got there. But, you know, what we should see now, check it out. So they are worth money. Sometimes you'll have a duplicate against one in your club. So this one is probably a duplicate where I could swap him for an untradeable one if I wanted. But as I'm interested in selling them now, that I can do this. So I can list on Transfer Market with X, that'd be Square on the PlayStation, and then pick a price, or I could compare a price of 78 players, not going to be worth a lot. So we can see it's going for 800 or thereabouts. So I'm going to go with 700. Just try selling them for that. The other ones you could go to quick sell, but what I suggest is you try and sell them for a bit of money and usually look at the sort of prices here to get an idea of what the player is worth. So you just list them like this. Your other option is to chuck them into quick sell, but I would always go this way first just to try and get a touch more money for them. If you do want to quick sell them, though, you see down the bottom left it says LT to quick sell. Of course, you could also save some of these. You don't have to sell them straight away. So that's entirely up to you. So a little look, we'll go 300 there. And this one there. And this one here. So I've now got potentially some money coming from all those untradeable players that I had. I've also done the first part of that challenge. And if I now go on and do the other one, I will also get another mixed players pack. But more importantly, I will also get some money for those things, and then I would get the 87 Bamba if I finish this challenge. So you get the idea there. Now, if you're going to work on a challenge that's more sort of involved than this one, when you have a little look, it'll show you how many you've got to complete to do it. So you see down the bottom of each one of these, Sod's Law, there is one. Let's have a little look at icons. So if we wanted to do Kaka, for example, if we jump into here, there's all of these to do. So that's going to be a much bigger investment of time and untradeable players, but it's, you know, something that's feasible to get some value out of your tradable players. So I said that's one thing you can do with them. What was the other thing? The other thing is under objectives. You want to be keeping an eye on these for possible bonuses. So for example, this FUT birthday objective player, you can see if I complete the group, I get an 87 player rated reward for it. He's untradeable, but I could use untradeable players to get this untradeable player by hitting some of these requirements. So you can see here it says, the last one I've got to do in here says 7 squad battle matches on minimum semi-pro difficulty while having a minimum of 4 Bundesliga players in my starting 11. So Bundesliga is the German league. So what I could do with here is have a little look which of those I have, and then put them in my team. And you can see I've already done 3 of 7 here. And I did the same sort of thing here. I scored 8 goals with Bundesliga players in squad battles on minimum semi-pro difficulty. I got myself a foot birthday swaps card for that. This one as well. You get the idea of it. So have a little look at these, because sometimes those untradeable players can be useful for other squads. So you don't have to wreck your squad each time you do this. I'm just going to show you quickly how you would set up a squad with that in mind. So rather than wreck your nice team, on the left hand side it sits at squad actions. Press left at trigger or L2 on the PlayStation and use a squad selector first and create a new squad. Start from scratch and let's call it Bundes, or whatever you want to call it. Buns, and then done. And then I have a squad where I can use a squad builder to chuck in players. So what I could do here is go squad builder, and it says what you want to do. So I'm going to say I'm interested in the best team you can make from the German Bundesliga, Germany 1. Build the squad. Now, one thing I didn't think about there was whether I wanted to have a particular formation. This is set on 4-4-2. So left trigger again. If there's a formation you prefer, you could pick it here before you do that squad building challenge. So I'll just ask the same thing. A sort of formation I've been messing around with lately is 4-2-4, which is quite an interesting one. Where is it? There it is. So I'll select that, yes. And then I'll run the squad builder again. And say focus on the German league. But it actually decided, why did it not like that? I do not believe that's the best one. So let's have a little look at that again. Squad builder. Reset the squad. 4-2-4. League. Germany. Build squad. Sorry, I know exactly why it's doing it. Apologies. We got to do that again. I forgot to click replace player. So we'll do that again. Replace players, yes. Build it. There we go. So that's sort of the best it could come up with. Mostly, if I hit here, look, all German League One. So we've got an 84 rated team, which would be fine for this particular objective. But then I think it was 9 I needed from the Bundesliga, or maybe it was whatever it was. So I could say, you know, this guy here, Baku, I could go and have a little look and see who I've got. So I could change Baku to Beckham, for example, and I'll still be good for that objective. But if we, you know, you look at some of these players, this one untradeable, this one untradeable, so I'm making use of them to fulfill another objective to improve my team overall. So that's it really. That's the 2 main areas you want to be looking for how to use untradeable players: squad building challenges and objectives, and be looking to sort of improve them by trading them in for other players, or you know, working on certain objectives that require certain players. I hope that was useful to you. If it was, a thumbs up please, much appreciated. Any comments welcome. I'll see you again in another one.